On fourth down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. His throw incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's to the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The drive will start with an option going left, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. A quick throw here out to Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Elliott good with a PAT. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Elliott now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, Kamara. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 34 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Carr out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Look at the big man rumble. Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 82 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On play action, now Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, With the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Hurts going to keep it again. And they'll get him down right about the 20. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on third down? Here's Carr to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Traquan Smith, 32 yards. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing is Hurts, being chased out left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Here's 2nd down. 63. Back to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Swift. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
73. 73.
Hey, it looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as the... at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here as we begin overtime, they're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And, look, you and I both know that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Carr to throw on second down. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
That'll do it for... It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 27.
Regular.
They start the drive with Cook. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That run successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Here's Cook again. There he goes left side. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now Cook running right. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Eagles 7, Bills 0.
And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... And that's caught inside the 30. He's on his way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Cook up the gut. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 41 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On the option to give to Swift here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On second down, Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Watkins in motion left.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we just talk about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Buying time to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Allen throwing on second down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
On the option left, it's Hurts.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Easy, 63, back. Pound that yellow.
Here's Hurts to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to blow that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On the option to give to Swift here.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Allen going to go on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. The other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Hurts And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
1 yard gain.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Hurts.
Flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 73 yards.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Allen will try to throw for it. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Ertz going to keep it running right.
And he stopped immediately there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
and you know what happens too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And you talk about coming out and making a statement. Not only do you return the thing to the house, you go for two and get it.
And how about how the rules have changed starting with the 2015 season, where you could go for two from the 2-yard line instead of kicking it from the 15? We thought that would promote more aggressiveness. We saw it right there.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run, and then executed.
Second down, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Dallas Goddard, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. From the 35, here's second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the move to his left. Smith catches left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's Swift.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
One more time with Swift.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Prescott now. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Prescott on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action now. Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Hurts will throw. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
In motion left goes Cooks. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. On the option to give to Swift here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Dancing to his left.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He's across midfield. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, 2 NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 79 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
But they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
No ball, no ball.
Back to throw, Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Running right, here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Alert, Jax left, Jax left. 13X, 13X. 13X.
Now Geno.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So they try to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.